Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is the second of a video that they're kind of going together. The first video, I'll probably post that one first, but the first video is basically all of the books I want to read that are first in a series because I want to reread the first in the series before I finally go on with the following books. There are quite a lot because I don't know how to finish a series before I start a new one. Yeah. These are the books where I am continuing on and don't feel like I need to reread the first one. So I don't think there's as many, but I guess there's still kind of a lot. So yes, these are the books where they are next in the series. Yeah, I don't feel like I need to reread anything to read these. The first one is one I'm actually in the middle of. So it's a currently reading that I put down for a little bit because, again, my ADHD was like, we're going this way now. And that is A Sky Beyond the Storm by Sarah-ndipity. And I have been in the middle of this book. I put it down quite some time ago. I am on page 117. And one of my first bookmarks I ever made was my Piggy Cat bookmark. This bookmark belongs to Piggy Cat. Piggy Cat is sleeping over there. But so I am in the middle of this one, and we love a good revolutionary story, don't we? We sure do. So I really like this series, but I am scared for the end. Probably why I switched gears, because I'm scared. But yeah, this is where we are. Next is Heart of the Shadow King by Sylvia Mercedes. This is book 3, and I love the first and second one. And so I really just want to continue on. I don't remember if this is like the last in a trilogy or if it goes on or if there's more with following books just with like different characters but in the same world, since a lot of fantasy romances have been doing that lately. But this is one I really want to get to sometime relatively soon because it's also on the shorter side, like it's not as thick as some of my other ones. So I really want to get to this. And then Girls of Fate and Fury by Natasha Nunn. And this one, I reread Girls of Paper and Fire twice now, I think. So I feel like it's been some time since I read Girls of Paper and Fire again, but I feel like I could probably go on with book 2 without having to reread it for like the 3rd or 4th time. But I'm not sure why I can't seem to pick this up, but I'm putting it on the list because I'm determined. So we'll see where that gets us. But yeah, we all hate a king who uses. Yeah, so these girls are not living their best lives right now. Things are rough. So ready to see that get turned around in book 2. And then hopefully in book 3 has a semi-happy ending at least because they deserve it. Next is Dark Harmony by Laura Thalassa. I do need to read the bridge book between book 2 and 3. I think it's like 200 and some pages. It is basically a smaller story in between that follows or is the point of view of the bargainer. And so, you know, it's really kind of fun to see how like their relationship is building, but we don't get a lot of the bargainers like pointed. So I think we do get that in like the small, you know, novella, even though it's not all that small, but before this book. So I want to read that and then I want to get to this one. I think this is the last in the series, so it would be nice to finally finish this series as well. But that's the same story for all of these. Next is the next in a series, but they're not they're technically standalones, but I'm treating them like a series. And that is A Dance with the Fae Prince by Elise Kova. I did read and really enjoy the deal with the Elf King, I think is like the first one. I'm reading them in publisher order. I think they just recently got picked up by a publisher or something like that. I thought they were. Maybe, are these self? I don't even know. Maybe, I can't remember, but they are getting new covers and all of that. I do follow Elise Kova on some social media, so I have seen some of that news coming out. But yeah, I will probably read this at some point. And then since they're all technically standalones, I will really not put too much of a strain or importance on like finishing the series because it's really not technically a series. So yes, we love some good fae romances. Next is Linger by Maggie Stiefvater. I have read the first book so many times. I probably don't need to reread it again to finally get to Linger. But I do want to finally finish the series, hopefully by the end of the year, because it's ridiculous that I still haven't. It's been years and years and years. So we are going to finish this. And we all love a good shifter romance. Next is The Frozen Prince by Maxim M. Martineau. I don't know if I'm ever saying that right, but I recently read the first book, Kingdom of Exiles, and absolutely adored it. So I went out and I got books to it. But you know, I don't imagine the main character, male main character slash love interest slash person to look like this, and that's one of the reasons why I really get disappointed when there's like actual like character like people on the covers, where it's just like I don't imagine him like this, but it's okay. It's okay. I really like stories where there's like she's a beast charmer. So like she can like make relationships with beasts, she can connect with them, and all of that. And she has to kind of use this talent or power that she has to kind of like get through life. Sometimes it can be heartbreaking, but the way she goes about it is she has to do it to survive. But the way she does it, she keeps her integrity. I will say that. But really, really like this book, so I did go out and buy books 2 and 3. So I want to get to this one. I need to stop saying relatively soon because I've said that to all of these. But yeah, I'm really excited for this one. This is probably one of them that is higher up on my list to get to, for sure. Last but not least is another one that I've kind of been in for quite some time. End of last year, I think, I finally reread Forest of Souls by Lori M. Lee, and I did get these editions. They are signed. Back when I lived in Wisconsin, signed copies in one of my Barnes & Noble, and he went and got it. So, you know, I've read book 1 twice now, and it actually like stuck with me. So like I feel confident going into book 2 without that. I don't know if this is a duology or a trilogy. I feel like I should know that, but I really don't. But I love the friendship with these two. I just love it. In the first book, it is on the heartbreaking side, but I really, really do like it. Like, it's heartbreaking yet heartwarming. I don't even know how to explain it, but on the darker side, more like gothic-esque, I guess you could say, more so than the others, except for maybe Dark Harmony. But yeah, this is a really good one for like the fall season coming up. But yeah, highly recommend Forest of Souls, which is the first book in this series. And yeah, it's gonna be relatively shorter. So these are those books for this particular list, and not quite as much as my other list, but still kind of hefty. I will not get to all these books on either of my lists by the end of the year. It's July and I can't focus on any one series in particular, but I do want to make a pretty good dent, so we shall see. But yes, I want to get to all these. There's so many. Why do I do this to myself? I do not know. But yeah, if you recommend starting with any one of these, let me know, because I never know which one to start with when I need to pick a new book. These are it. Like, comment, and subscribe down below if you haven't already. Bye!